Hello guys, fantasy action movies are a popular genre that have captured the imaginations of audiences for decades. These movies typically feature elements of magic, mythical creatures, and epic battles, often set in a fictional world that's different from our own. With so many streaming services now available, it can be hard to know where to find the best fantasy action movies. That's why we've put together a list of the top 10 best fantasy action movies currently available on Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney+. So, stick with us and make sure to like and subscribe to us on YouTube.
You're not curious who's under the hood?
First, I would like to talk about number 1, Robin Hood, which came out in 2018. The IMDb rating of this movie is 5.3. The movie starts with Robin of Locksley, a wealthy lord living a comfortable life in England. But when he is drafted into the Crusades, he witnesses the brutality of war and becomes disillusioned with the corrupt system. When he returns to England, he discovers that the Sheriff of Nottingham has taken over his lands and is taxing the poor to the point of starvation. Determined to right the wrongs and fight for the people, Robin teams up with his Moorish commander, Little John, and together they form a band of outlaws. They steal from the rich and give to the poor, all while trying to overthrow the corrupt government and bring justice to the land. This is a fresh take on the classic tale, with stunning visuals, heart-pumping action, and a talented cast.
You were a crusader. Now, you have to be a warrior. You wanted to steal?
Number 2, Prey, released in 2022. And this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.2. The movie starts off with an unexpected attack by an alien predator on the Comanche tribe. But don't worry, a brave Comanche warrior steps up to protect her people from this highly evolved creature that hunts humans for sport. But that's not all. The warrior also has to fight against the dangers of the wilderness and fend off dangerous colonizers who threaten her tribe's land. It's a tough job, but she's up for the challenge and uses every skill and tool at her disposal to keep her people safe. The action scenes in this movie are top-notch, from thrilling chase scenes on horseback to epic showdowns between the warrior and the alien predator. You'll be on the edge of your seat the entire time.
I can kill it.
Number 3, The Dark Tower, came out in 2017. The IMDb rating of this movie is 5.6. The story follows a young boy named Jake Chambers, who discovers a portal to another world. In this alternate universe, he meets Roland Deschain, a gunslinger who is on a mission to save the Dark Tower, a structure that serves as the center of the universe and protects it from evil forces. However, the tower is under attack by the Man in Black, a powerful sorcerer who wants to destroy it and unleash chaos on all the worlds. Together, Jake and Roland embark on a dangerous quest to stop the Man in Black and save the Dark Tower. Throughout their journey, they face numerous obstacles and challenges, including deadly creatures, treacherous landscapes, and powerful enemies.
Your way out of the darkness. Did you tell the kid whoever walks with you dies by my hand?
I will kill him, for both of us.
Number 4, Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, released in 2010. And this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.6. The movie follows the story of a prince named Dastan, who teams up with a beautiful princess named Tamina to stop an evil villain from unleashing the power of a magical dagger that can control time itself. The story is set in ancient Persia and is full of epic battles, daring stunts, and breathtaking scenery. You'll see Dastan and Tamina running through the bustling streets of ancient cities, battling hordes of enemies, and navigating treacherous traps in search of the powerful dagger. But the real standout of the movie is the time-bending action sequences. Whenever Dastan uses the dagger to manipulate time, the movie slows down and everything becomes a blur of acrobatic feats and mind-bending special effects. It's truly a sight to behold. Overall, it's got everything you could want in a movie: action, romance, suspense, and even a touch of humor. Number 5, John Carter, came out in 2012. The IMDb rating of this movie is 6.6. This is an action-packed, sci-fi epic that takes place on a mysterious planet called Barsoom. John Carter, a former Confederate Army captain, finds himself transported to Barsoom, where he discovers a planet in chaos. The inhabitants, including the Tharks and the red-skinned humanoids, are engaged in a brutal war. But Carter finds himself imbued with superhuman strength and agility thanks to the planet's lower gravity. He soon becomes embroiled in the conflict and must use his newfound abilities to protect the people. But the stakes are raised even higher when Carter meets Dejah Thoris, the Princess of Helium. Together, they must fight against the tyrannical rule of Sabdan, who plans to use a powerful weapon to destroy the planet's remaining cities and cement his control over Barsoom.
Look like a fair fight. ugly, but you are beautiful. You will fight for us! Get on.
Number 6, Avatar, released in 2009, and this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.9. Pandora is a new world where the Nasics, a blue-skinned species, live in harmony with their environment. The movie centers around Jake Sully, a paralyzed former Marine who is given the opportunity to operate a genetically engineered avatar to explore Pandora's natural resources. As Jake starts his mission, he encounters Neytiri, a Nasic's princess who becomes his guide and teaches him the ways of her people. Jake begins to question his own loyalty to the human military forces that want to exploit the planet's resources. As tensions rise between the human colonizers and the Nasics, Jake must decide which side he is on and fight for what he believes is right. Will he stand with his own kind or risk everything to protect the Nasics and their home? Well, you have to watch it to find out.
This is our land!
Number 7, Black Panther came out in 2018. The IMDb rating of this movie is 7.3. Black Panther follows the story of T'Challa, the newly crowned king of Wakanda, who takes up the mantle of the Black Panther to protect his people and his country from outside threats. But when an outsider, Eric Killmonger, challenges T'Challa's claim to the throne, the Black Panther must face his toughest opponent yet. Killmonger has his own plans for Wakanda and seeks to use the country's advanced technology to start a global revolution. As T'Challa fights to protect his people and his way of life, he must also confront his own past and decide what kind of king he wants to be. Filled with stunning visuals, heart-pumping action, and a powerful message about identity, heritage, and social justice, Black Panther is a groundbreaking film that has captivated audiences around the world.
Wakanda forever! The revolution will not be televised. Let's have some fun.
Number 8, Wonder Woman, released in 2017, and this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.4. It follows the story of Diana, a princess of the Amazons, who was trained to become an unconquerable warrior. She grew up on a sheltered island paradise. Diana decides to leave her homeland and help end World War II. Convinced that with her superhuman strength, her lasso of truth, and her incredible fighting skills, she becomes the ultimate weapon against evil. As Diana travels, she encounters Steve Trevor, a charming and witty spy for the Allied forces. Together, they embark on a dangerous and thrilling adventure to stop the sinister plot of Ares, the god of war, who seeks to destroy humankind and plunge the world into eternal chaos. It has a powerful message about love, hope, and heroism. Wonder Woman is a must-see film. Number 9, Jumanji: The Next Level came out in 2019. The IMDb rating of this movie is 6.7. It's a sequel of 2016's movie. This time around, Spencer is feeling down and out about his life, so he decides to enter the Jumanji game again, hoping to find some excitement and purpose. But when his friends Fridge, Martha, and Bethany realize that Spencer is missing, they jump into the game to rescue him. However, things aren't as easy as they seem. The game has changed, and the players find themselves in a completely new and unfamiliar terrain. Along the way, they encounter new challenges, obstacles, and villains that make their journey even more difficult. With non-stop action, hilarious comedy, and heartwarming moments, it is a thrilling ride with adventure.
What the hell is this?
It's your strengths and weaknesses.
Smoldering intensity?
It's a stupid face you make.
Huh?
What's going on? You having a heart attack? Breathe!
And on very last, number 10, Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, released in 2023. And this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.6. The movie takes place in the mystical land of Faerun, where magic and dragons roam freely. The story follows a group of adventurers who come from different backgrounds and have their own unique set of skills. They all share a common goal: to find and retrieve the legendary artifact known as the Eye of Vecna, which has the power to grant immense power to whoever possesses it. The group consists of the rogue thief, Ramai, the elven archer, Silvara, the dwarven cleric, Durin, the half-elf bard, Lyra, and the human fighter, Marcus. They must learn to work together and trust each other if they are to succeed. Their biggest challenge comes in the form of a rival group of adventurers who are also after the Eye of Vecna. Led by the ruthless warlock, Malakar, this group will stop at nothing to claim the artifact for themselves.
Be warned.
There is evil here.
Well friends, this was the whole video, and if you enjoyed it and want to support us, the easiest way is to like the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more top 10 lists and more entertaining content. See you in the next video.
We didn't mean to unleash the greatest evil the world has ever known.
And you.